Buying a house is really exciting, but it's also a lot of work. If you're interested in buying a house anytime soon and you're interested in and curious on how the process works, this is for you. Hi, my name is Heather Mendelson-Goodrich. I'm with Agora Realty Group. If you're interested in buying a house and wondering what the process is, I am the one that's going to tell you in this video. The truth is, the housing market is hot right now and houses go really fast. As a home buyer, you need to arm yourself with as much information as possible because in the housing market, the houses go really quick. The very first thing you need to do in the process of buying a house is you need to pick a real estate agent. Over 87% of buyers are represented by real estate agents because traditionally there is no cost and their only job is your best interest. Are you making a good move? Are you sure you considered all aspects of the investment? Better yet, how does the process really work? What do you do after you get the contract? It's your agent's job to make sure you understand all that. That's why you work with a real estate agent. The reason why there isn't an out-of-pocket expense to working with a buyer's agent is because traditionally they are paid by the seller or the listing agent. I already understand the market. But as a buyer's agent, I need to make sure you understand it. I don't care where you buy, I care what you buy because it's an investment. After you pick an agent, the next thing you need to do is pick a lender so you know what kind of financing you need to buy this home. How you finance the deal is very, very important. You need to take a look at the different options before you start looking at homes. The worst thing you can do as a buyer is to fall in love with something that you see and you can't even afford to buy it. You're gonna want to get an idea of what kind of down payment you need, right? Probably also care about your interest rate and what type of loan program you're gonna go with. These are just some of the things you want to take in consideration before you look at properties that are for sale. Now that you have a price point of what you're comfortable with, it's time to get in the car and drive around and look at properties. When you're buying a property, you're buying a new area, and it's your agent's job to know what, where, and how everything works in that community. You see, when you're buying a new house, you're buying into that community, and it's really important that that community has all your needs. Because of this, the home search process can take up to 1 day or 1 year. It just depends on what you're looking for. Now, eventually, you'll find a home that you'll want to make an offer on. And then once you do that, you're in the 4th step of the process of home buying. And if your offer gets accepted, congratulations, but we're not done yet. There's still a ton of work to do. See, once the offer is accepted, now it's time to do all the diligence on that property. Did you know that the average person spends less than 15 minutes on the property before they decide to buy it? You see, after your offer gets accepted, you're gonna do a series of inspections to see what is in this house. The good news is the contract of purchasing your house is contingent on all the inspections that you're gonna do. This is also the time when you deal with your bank or your lender and you fill out all the paperwork to get your loan approved through them. There is a lot of moving parts to buying a house after it's under contract. But it's your agent's job to keep the parts moving and to make sure everybody else is doing theirs. But overall, it's a very good idea of what to expect when you're buying a house. I would love to assist you in this if you have any questions at all and anything about the buying process. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Heather Mendelson-Goodrich with Agora Realty.